fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? Alright. What's up? What's poppin', man? What's going on? I see you guys going back and forth here. I see you guys, you know, getting a little hyped. What's going on with you guys? You guys think that the DLC is legit trash like that? Is that how you guys are feeling tonight? Be honest. What up, Marco? Purge, Saif, Antonio, Hooded, VJ, Simplicity. You hyped for this DLC? I accidentally voted on fire. My bad, Wook. I sold. Wow. What up, Keon? This dude on the song keeps asking me, how's it supposed to feel? Like, bro, I don't know why the DLC is dookie. It's how I feel. What up, Jake? You hyped for Tiffany Stratton? Where you been? I've been here. Where you been? I was here in the afternoon. I'm doing all right tonight, man. How about you guys? How's everybody doing tonight? We only got 4 likes? Oh my goodness. Y'all about to put me to sleep. I wanted to come on here and do a little shorty McGee, and just hang out, talk some stuff about the DLC, because I thought that the DLC with the hype and the little teaser was going to be much better, honestly. Thought it was going to be better than before. Monday, I was gone like the wind. What up, Jake? What up, Leader? How was your birthday today, Leader? Everyone in the chat, it's Leader's birthday. Wish him a happy birthday. You gave me 5 likes. Let's go. Yeah, it sucks that they made BFAB manager only. That's really, really garbo. So we're going to take a look at the list here for the superstars that are on the DLC for the next couple months. It's just unfortunate that at the end of the day, the season pass is just a roster update. Nothing more, nothing less. But let's do it just in case you guys haven't seen it, all right? Let's do it just in case you guys haven't seen it. Let's come over here. All right, so for the season pass,
We have 5 DLC packs, all right? I know a lot of you guys already know who's in it, but just to kind of, you know, get the conversation going, so you guys can vote at the top where it says trash or fire. All right, so for the season pass, you're going to be getting 24 additional superstars spread across 5 DLC packs, featuring the likes of, all right, I'll skip that part because we're going to get into it. And then you also get a My Rise Mega Boost with 200 additional attribute points. You get a supercharger that unlocks all the base game legends and features following packs and playable superstars. So each DLC will also be available for purchase at like $10 probably. So the first DLC dropping April 19th is the one that is called Steiner Row Pack. This one includes Scott and Rick Steiner, B-Fab as a manager only, Top Dollar, and Ashante Adonis. And for DLC 2, you're looking at May 17th with the OC, the original club, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows. Then you're also going to see Tiffany Stratton, Elton Price, and Kit Wilson. You got the Race to NXT pack with Harley Race. You got Ivy Nile, Wendy Chu, Tony D'Angelo, and Chirik Williams. And then that's June 14th. For DLC 4, which is everyone's probably most hyped DLC because of Bray Wyatt, it's called Revel with Wyatt Pack, July 19th. It has Bray Wyatt, Zeus, Valhalla, Joe Gacy, and Blair Davenport. That is literally 4 months after the game releases. And then August 16th, we got Bad News U Pack for the 5th pack. We got Eve Torres, Wade Barrett, Damon Kemp, Andre Chase, and Nathan Frazier. So we're delivering new playable characters and content all year long. In the meantime, make sure to check out our full roster list at the Roster Hub. So that's pretty much all we have from that list, guys. Definitely lackluster, man. Definitely lackluster. So let me close that page and go back to the chat. I couldn't see the chat, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not using the dual monitor tonight. Guys, we need 8 more likes to get to 20. Come on. What up, Brian? Your birthday? Yeah, today was Woke's birthday, by the way, guys. That's all I was saying for y'all to say happy birthday to him. What up, Jabroni? Been waiting for a live? Hey, man, I was live earlier in the afternoon as well. Yeah, it was his birthday today, he said. You hate B-Fab is only managing. Yeah, that sucks. I don't know how they did an only a manager. I'm okay with the DLC. I just wish we had all of Chisholm, Chase U, Big Papa Pumps. I want a Big Papa Pump as well. Excited for Zeus. That was a random add-on, honestly. 4 months, exactly. 2K way to drop an L. What up, Byron? Yeah, so they had a cutoff time for when they were going to add all these characters, but... Oh, you missed me at the afternoon at work? No problem, man. We're here now. We can talk about it now. That's why I'm reading off the list again. Look, I wouldn't say... It's kind of like in the gray area. 5 likes away from 20, 5 likes away from 20. Man, when you look at the list... At least half of them or more are characters that should have already been in the game. And you see some of the ones that they're adding for us, and we got to wait so long. And it's not about having patience. It's more about like the marketing for it has just been kind of lackluster. It's been kind of whatever. And the reason I say gray area is because I don't think it's fully trash. It's not fully trash, fully fool. What up, Chris? DLC is bad and that's facts. Whoever says DLC is good as smoking, I don't think that it's good. I think it's all right. It's just all right to me. It's not one extreme or the other, honestly. Last year's was kind of the same thing where I only cared about 1 or 2 people that they're adding and everyone else was whatever. I've only seen 1 episode of Supernatural. Don't like it. You're ready to play the game? Yep, 7 days. Well, if you want to count that it's midnight already, 6 days left. So if the DLC is trash and some of the DLC is great. Wait, you mean some of the DLC is trash? Harley deserved to be in the game. Yeah, not only did Harley deserve to be in the game, but you know, the people that play these games for the most part, I can't speak for everyone because there's probably fans that are excited to have, you know, some old wrestlers, but for the most part, I gotta admit, Harley Race is one of those historian characters that no one really cares about. Standing for downloadable crap, pretty much. You pre-ordered the icon today? That's what's up. You're saying 5 days? Well, it depends where you're at, yeah. You're going to use Harley as a manager and part-time wrestler? Okay, so you have a spot for him. What a dewdrop. Could have done without Race, for sure. It's just one of those things where it reminds me like last year's DLC was super whatever as well. They added a couple people that I ended up enjoying overall, but you still felt like they could have been in the game at launch. Like, how did they decide it was a good idea, or like what happened with the contracts and the negotiations that they couldn't have Wade Barrett and John Cena showcase despite them having a big feud, but they end up having him as DLC at the end of it all? Tony D, Trick. Well, you already said Tony D, but should have been base game. Carlito would have been great. Wade Barrett, Steiner, and Eve are good additions, but like, where's Gallus? Brooks, Jensen, Roddy Strong still missing. Yeah, I don't even know what's up with Roderick Strong. Didn't he want to leave WWE forever? And he was like out of TV for so long. For you got 9 days. You getting the regular one? I saw the updated Sammy shirt. Yeah, so I don't think he has the current music. I thought he had the old song. Yeah, we're only getting one version of Bray. Well, I mean, well, it's the version that we see on TV right now, right? 8 likes and we get to 30, y'all. We're looking at them likes. We got 22 total. Eugene should have been DLC. I know, to replace the clowning around pack from last year that we got freaking Doink the Clown. For this DLC to have been better, I would have needed Dusty Rhodes. I would have needed... Like, I thought they would have done a cool WCW pack with Dusty Rhodes. They could have done maybe Lex Luger. They could have done DDP, obviously, I had mentioned earlier in the week. They could have done, you know, Ric Flair to have brought him back. So they could have done like a different WCW pack and added some alternate attires, added some superstars. Jeff Jarrett can't be DLC. He's an AEW. 30 different versions of Doink. I know they could have just brought so many different versions of different people. It's just ridiculous. You seen an entrance? Well, I watched the entrance while I was live streaming earlier, so I didn't hear the theme song. Ric Flair's not in the game, no. Yeah, so they had the diamond, and I know that people were saying, oh, it's diamond mine, but they had 2 diamond mines, and they had the rabbit with the diamond. I figured it would have been DDP and diamond mine. Do you think the Ruthless Aggression DLC will be in the base game for next year? Probably not, since it's more like gimmicky. It's a bunch of low-rated superstars. I mean, there's a good chance that, yeah, but did they add all the Rey Mysterios from last year this time? I'm not sure. Do you see Cody's alternative entrance? Yep, the Cody Vader's in the game, bro. No release superstars this game, which is cool. Well, you know, a lot of people wish they had Mandy and Sasha and Naomi and all that. Yeah, they brought in WCW Ray, but they didn't bring all the Rays back. Yeah, only 2 Rays made it? Yeah, I think so. You know, I think the people that are happy with the DLC and are enjoying the DLC are just taking it for what it is, which is a roster update. And they're excited to have the NXT superstars that are part of the DLC. You know, for me, I would have been hyped for the DLC if they couldn't have Solo in the game and they couldn't have Braun Breaker or Carmelo Hayes or Grayson Waller. Like, those guys, I would have been like, oh man, you know, that would have been a great NXT pack. but they have them in the base game. So it's like it feels like the other DLC characters are not, you know. Should have put NWO Wolfpack. Yeah, they didn't even change the NWO version from last year. They just brought in the ones that were DLC and brought them for the people that didn't buy it. It's gonna be great because they're gonna get to use it. But who do you think is the bonus match? Good question, but it might be like a performance live event type match because I was looking at the unlockable arenas and it doesn't show where you earn it. It's like a secret, so it might be in the showcase. Yeah, I know the Diva stands will want the majority of the Divas or DLC, yeah, but it is what it is. Yo, be honest, do you know every person in the DLC? I don't know everybody, but I know a good portion of it, yeah. Like Trick Williams, he should have been in the base game. He's from the group with Carmelo Hayes. He comes out with him. He's his manager. Let me pull up the list again so I could look at all the names. Harley Race, I just know him as an OFAR. He's one of the older super historian wrestlers. Like he's from way back when. I know Tiffany Stratton. That's the blonde chick that everybody loves. That she has her finisher off the turnbuckle. Obviously the Steiners. B-Fab, I don't know. Top Dollar are the people from SmackDown. They're cool. I know Pretty Deadly, which are the DLC here. They're the tag champs or have been tag champs in NXT. Zeus is obviously Debo from, you know, the wrestling movie with Hulk Hogan. Valhalla, that's the chick that's with Viking Raiders. Joe Gacy, I know him. He's like he's the guy that everybody calls the Bray Wyatt ripoff. Nathan Fraser, that's the guy that was trained by Seth Rollins. That's all I really know about him. I know he's his protege, and I saw his match. He had a match recently with Wes. What's his dude's name? Wesley. Yeah, he had a match with Wesley, which was really good. So yeah, like I know a good amount of them. I would say I know about maybe like 8. Oh, Tony D'Angelo, obviously he's basically the little mobster from NXT. He's cool. I like him. But yeah, I would say I know about 80% of the DLC more or less. I know Debo character was from Friday, but I don't know the actor's name, so I just called him Debo, my guy. Calm down, calm down. I said he's in the movie with Hulk Hogan. Relax, relax. I said Zeus, that's Debo from Friday who was in the movie with Hulk Hogan. Is Bruno Sammartino a part of the showcase or My Rise? No, he's just in the game. Yes. Tom Tiny Lister. Exactly. I just like calling him Debo. You like the DLC? Yeah, I know that the people that are going to be enjoying the DLC for the most part are all the NXT fans that are very, very faithful to the product. That's my bike, punk! What up, KQ? Lex, random. But you gotta watch Moxley versus Page or Bryan versus MJF. I saw the pay-per-view. I saw the AEW Revolution pay-per-view. That show was awesome. It was really, really good. That Danny, I didn't care too much about the Jon Moxley match. Honestly, the Jon Moxley match with Page was a little too much. Yeah, at least Nikita Lyons is in the base game. They didn't put her in DLC to get us to pay for it. What up, Chase? How you doing? The Moxley and Page match was good, but I'm not into those type of matches, bro. I'm not into, like, you know, getting the barbed wire and doing all the extra shit to get the cut in the forehead and cut him in the back and the pain and throw him through the table with the barbed wire and the chair. That buckshot stomp. Oh, yeah, with the bricks and all that. Hot take, MJF versus Bryan is better than Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels. Man. Look, dude, I'll tell you this. It's been a while since I seen that Iron Man match between Shawn and Bret Hart. I know they tore the house down. You got to keep in mind that those guys saw that match. And that's why MJF even did the Shawn Michaels taunt in the match. Like, these guys are very, very well aware of the history they're playing into with that match. They understand that they had to go out there and be different, and also in a lot of ways try to, you know, make the match more intriguing and long lasting in comparison to the old style, and in comparison to some of the other Iron Man matches that happened a while ago. You know, at the end of the day, they are students of the game, and I am sure that they not only paid homage in their own way to the matches that they were trying to embrace during their own match, but they obviously wanted to go out and tear the house down, and they did. So basically what I'm saying, that it's not a stretch for you to feel that the MJF and Bryan match was a better match than the Bret Hart and HBK match. Now, here's another thing about what you're saying. You're also living and breathing that storyline right now as we speak. It is still ongoing and developing. You did not live and breathe and see that story develop for Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, meaning the level of excitement to see it live, to see it within its time period, to see it within its storyline. It plays a big part into the ultimate emotion that it pulls out of you. So I'm not discrediting MJF and Bryan, because they had one hell of an Iron Man match. And you're right, maybe it is better. I would have to go back and watch the Bret Hart one and really compare it. But the Bret Hart one, and you know, with Shawn Michaels, that story and that rivalry, like, nothing really comes close. You know? The rivalry that they had is like on par to the rivalry of Stone Cold and The Rock. And you can't say that the Daniel Bryan and MJF rivalry has been the same. It hasn't really lived long enough to really stand the test of time. So again, you can compare side by side. You could compare the pacing, the style. It really depends on how you digested that storyline and how into it you were. Do you think there's no promotional stars in the game like last year? Candice, Mia Saray. From what we've seen, we don't have any indication to prove otherwise. I thought that there would be, like, you know, I thought we would see Mandy Rose, and we haven't heard anything on that end. So we'll see. I'm not overlooking the long-term booking, the long-term impact Bret and Shawn had. Yeah, and it was one of the first of its kind, or one of the first few of its kind. What a belt. Different era, different generation, different style of wrestling. If Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart were to face in the ring right now in that same kind of environment, the match would be very different, just because of the style of wrestling in today's day and age and the fandom behind the product. So look at what MJF did. Yeah, he got the water bottle. You know, he was drinking. He was spilling it all over. He was spitting. He went into the crowd, took the cup from the mom and threw it on the little kid. Was being a super asshole. You know, talking shit to the crowd, bad-mouthing Daniel Bryan, like just going above and beyond to gain that heat and gain that, you know, passionate fire and hate from the fans. So, yeah, I get it. Sean didn't do all that and they didn't do all that, but it's just circumstances and how you're taking it in. I think it was good. That's an understatement. That's not the right way to put it. It was one hell of a match. Amazing. Loved it. 10 out of 10. Thought it was fantastic. Iron Man matches, whichever way you slice it, are tough watches because it's 1 hour and you know they know the time limit. You know that they're stretching it out and they got to build up the story throughout the match and they got to kind of hold your hand and get you into it. And it's really difficult to pull off. It's not always the best match to have, but you know, it was for sure well worth it, and they pulled it off. I'm really happy that MJF was able to ultimately go bell to bell and you know, go toe to toe with Daniel Bryan, who's arguably one of the greatest wrestlers of this current generation. In terms of in-ring ability and what he was able to do and pull off, you know, it was just impressive. Would you say Bryan versus MJF was better than Triple H versus Rock from Judgment Day 2000? I haven't seen that match in a long time, dude. I'm not going to say yeah or no because I don't even remember how it happened, how it played off. What's the difference from MJF throwing a drink on a fan from Shamu splashing a crowd of SeaWorld? They just making the audience part of the show? Nah, yeah. And people really, really love that shit. And they, like, that adds layers and layers. And it should, but sometimes people over-exaggerate the amount of layers that it really adds to the story. You know? And ultimately, they did make it work. Yeah, they made it work. So I'm not going to overhype this match and say, oh, it's better than, you know, we're talking, bro. I can't disrespect Shawn Michaels and HBK. That feud was just way too iconic. There's very little feuds that come close to that. You know, there's just no way around it. Could this match have been bell to bell, more entertaining or whatever? I can't say that because I saw this match like shortly after it happened versus the Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels one. I watched it so many years later and I didn't see the buildup. I've actually seen the buildup for the MJF and Daniel Bryan. I've seen the promos. I've seen the segments. You know, this was something that, you know, I kept track of, and it was just, it's a different time, different place, man. The kid got to go backstage and got front row tickets to Dynamite. I figured they were going to take care of him. I saw the personnel immediately like head on in that direction. I'm sure that for all that, they probably gave him some free merchandise, met some superstars, took some pictures. I know, because they have to make up for this guy being an asshole. And that's the price they're willing to pay, especially for the sake of him being able to do what he did. Pretty sad if a match in 2003 can't beat a match from 23 years ago. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's not a stretch. It's not a stretch for anyone to feel that, Ace. It's not a stretch for you to feel like you enjoyed this match more or you thought it was better. It needs to be better, and it should be better because it should fix a lot of the glaring issues that some of those matches had, you know, from 20 years ago, 23, 25, whatever, however long those matches happened. It's been such a long time that these guys had more than enough time in their hands to go back on Peacock, WWE Network, what have you, or even YouTube, and really see what came before them, which, again, I know Daniel Bryan is a student of the game, or Bryan Danielson, should I say. I know he's a student of the game. I know he's a faithful fan, and he's always very tactical with the shit he does. And MJF seems like a pretty big, you know, I don't want to say mark because he doesn't carry himself like one, but he's definitely one of those guys that were a fan of the product growing up, and I'm pretty sure he studied the tape and he understood what was at stake here. He knew that if this match was a piece of shit, it was going to be riding on him. It was only him and Daniel Bryan. There was no interference. There was, you know, it was going to be just them two for 1 hour trying to tell a story, and they accomplished that. So, Yeah, they tore the house down, bro. Great match. Great match. But I'm not going to discredit the matches that came before. Good night, Dewdrop. What up, Duda? I'll take that with a grain of salt, my friend. What do you mean, Jabroni? Let me see what Jabroni said. Hold on, my fault. Chris, I can't find info on Michael being in the game or DLC. Mako? Who's Mako? Oh, Michael is a female? No, she's not in there. If Mako is a name, no. There's no Mako superstar on DLC. I like this year's DLC just because I love NXT and Mr. Bad News. Yeah, and I figured that's the case. Like, that's why I don't want to say that it's totally bad because, let's be honest, the fans of NXT are definitely going to rejoice. And what also makes the HBK versus Bret Hart rivalry so good was that it was personal between the two. Oh, 1000%. This is really sad. There's no new match they never add. What do you mean? They did. Bro, the War Games match is brand new. I know you don't watch New Japan, but Omega versus Okada is the only one for me that comes close. But to be fair, I saw that one when it happened. Exactly, and that's another thing. That's another example of what I'm saying, though. What I just said for the Daniel Bryan and MJF match, is the same concept. Kenny Omega, big fan of, wrestling, grew up on it, very faithful to, the history and where it comes from. And he, for sure, knew going into the match what he could do and shouldn't do. And I'm sure he wanted to, pay homage in his own way, or even because the Iron Man match is not a match that's been done a whole lot. And it's not that many rivalries or people that can actually accomplish that. What up, Logan? Yeah, you're saying like Ambulance and Casket, Buried Alive. Yeah, they didn't add those matches. They could have done the Ambulance match at least. Yeah, every legend does have at least... every DLC has somewhat of a legend. A lot of people are complaining about Axiom, yep. Because they didn't add the filter. When we get Wade Barrett, I'm making a new Nexus. Man, can you believe they're adding Wade Barrett in like 5 months? Wesley still got the MSK gimmick. They just added the DLC one. I don't really like the DLC. Happy for the NXT love, but I feel the lack of legends. Yeah, this is definitely lack of legends. Even though there's like one every so often or what have you, there's definitely a lack of legends. I agree. Axiom has Hector Flores entrance. Really? Carbon copy? Lex, have you seen Brock versus Angle 60? The Iron Man match from SmackDown 03? No. Never saw that one. Not live. I haven't seen that one. I have seen the Bret Hart one though. It's one of the best matches ever. Top 3 for AEW. I think we're getting more than one Lita. I think there will be a couple Litas in the showcase with Edge. You think a couple? There's 2. Yeah, there is 2 Edges there. Check it out. Well, I would have never noticed because I don't really, I'm not really that aware. You guys are so much more knowledgeable with all that shit. Peter Lyon's so thick, they added her ass to this. They gotta add her ass to the DLC and put her in 2 separate drops. The Cody Vader, man. How about the Cody Vader? Are you guys gonna use that for your created superstar? You gotta see Angle versus Brock. That's a great Iron Man match. That Angle versus Lesnar 60-minute Iron Man match was fire. A pay-per-view match on free TV at the time. That was dope. Did you see the new moves video? Nah, I didn't. I like enjoying a lot of the information that has been revealed. I like enjoying a lot of that for myself. I gotta report it, get more subscribers, get the hype rolling with the channel, get people involved and things like that. So I gotta stay in the loop. But I didn't want to sit there and see like all the new moves because I want to like experience it for myself in the game. I did see that they added a bunch of new moves and they added the advanced entrances. I saw a screenshot of that. Hey Lex, what's your thoughts on having 14 versions of John Cena? I think it's great, bro. I'm glad that they didn't do the cheap repeat. Wait, Lex, question for the Cody Vader. Is that only exclusive to WrestleMania? I think it's only going to be exclusive to WrestleMania because of the fact that Cody has it and it's going to get triggered with that arena. But I'm sure you can add that animation to your superstar. It's just a camera angle, really. They didn't really use the elevator. Do you know Rene Dupree is a YouTuber? Oh, I didn't know. I don't watch him, follow him, or anything like that. There are a few moves in there I'll be using. I'd probably use a Cody Vader from Maya Rice's character at WrestleMania. That'll be dope, right? Can't wait to make a current Stardust. Logan, you've been saying that for months now, huh? You're really excited for that. They work on a remaster for 2K23 for PS5. They better not waste money on doing something like that. I mean, I know they're not, but... Over 100 new moves, that's awesome. You know, that's a good video to watch for anyone that says that it's the same game and they didn't add any new animations. We can't see him, so how do we know 14 verses? Yeah, freaking John Cena coming out like a ghost. I'm glad they gave him you know, different shirts. I mean, he had so many colorful shirts that's cool that they ended up going and doing that. There's a possibility that the Cody Vader is a second entrance to use in all arenas. That'll be cool. Yeah, and I'm sure you could use it for any created superstar that we make or any advanced entrance we work on. I'm using the Cody Vader on my Madman character. Axiom does have the Hector entrance. You guys pick up on everything, man. I really wish they would have and will upgrade the creation slots to 200. I know, so many people are bothered about that. Joe Gacy's theme is top tier. Too bad he's coming out 4 months later, right? I wonder if we get the blue United States version of... that's, you know... well, I guess it depends. You got to look up the matches. Where's Trout? Trout's been MIA. Reggie looks fun to use. Yeah, Reggie is going to have a very fun moveset. Jimmy Uso has the same motion as Jay, but it's nitpicking if anything else. Come on. AEW has a Slammy Awards. MJF versus Daniel Bryan needs to win match of the year. Well, the year just started, but it is one of the best matches of the year. That's fair. You like John Cena going for the U.S. title again? Not really. Remember, I went off on a rant when Edge didn't win it. That Monday Night Raw when Edge was going for it. I said that I thought it was kind of stupid to have John Cena go for the belt because unless they go for the complete shocker of him winning that U.S. title one more time, you know, the chances of Austin Theory winning are highly likely and predictable. So I didn't like the idea of that when they could have had the U.S. title in another match. But at the same time, I played devil's advocate. And I said that the cool thing about doing that is that they're putting the U.S. title again in the spotlight, giving it a big match feel with the young up-and-coming superstar, you know, Theory. And then John Cena, you know, one of the greats of all time. So at the end of the day, yeah, once Theory won it and they doubled down, like he beat Edge, he won the Elimination Chamber match. I was just like, man, this is they're building him up for that John Cena encounter. And you know, I wish for the sake of Damian Priest or Johnny Gargano or any of those other guys, I wish they would have done like some sort of ladder match. You know, something different for those guys in that division. And Theory versus Cena was always a story that didn't need a belt at the end of the day. But it's definitely rewarding to see the title in the spotlight. Yeah, that's the thing, that when you sit down and you look at the possible outcome, like the options that they have, John Cena winning would be super, super epic. Versus the title not being on the line and John Cena not just beating Theory. I mean, yeah, he should have beaten Theory because he's a little punk. You know, this being a title match, it just gives it you know, it gives it a nice prestige. It gives it that spotlight that they've been giving it for months now. Putting it on the main event scene for Monday Night Raw, putting it in the chamber, putting it week after week in storylines where we are all interested. So I get it, man. I'm happy that that belt and that division is getting that much love. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. I was mad at the time because I would have preferred Edge to have the belt, to defend it against Finn Balor, to give Finn Balor that opportunity instead and do something with that. But, you know, John Cena going for one of the belts that made him who he is, it's definitely wrestling poetry at its best. I can't remember the last time the U.S. title was defended at WrestleMania. I can't either. Nor do I remember the U.S. title being defended in a prominent role this many times consecutively. I mean, like I said, the Elimination Chamber match was fantastic, and it was a main event worthy match, as well as all the main events for Raw. Do I think this is Cena's last match? I think they would have promoted it as such. I don't think Cena's gonna just have a last match and not tell us. The fact Theory froze proves he's not ready for the world title. Nah, man. I think that the feud between Theory and Cena needed to start like this, because Theory has been bad-mouthing Cena for weeks or even months now. Cena hasn't said anything till now. Now Cena ate him up and bro, Cena cooked him. And they did that on purpose because now Cena doesn't have to be at the next Raw. And, you know, Theory's going to come out and take advantage that Cena's not there and talk shit. So, like, they kind of set up the storyline for Cena to be absent and Theory for Theory to have his little moment where he could, you know, throw a tantrum and talk his... Yeah, Roman had messed up far worse, if anything. I think they played into that perfectly, bro. I don't think there was anything wrong with the way they did that. It was literally John Cena squashing him. He definitely not ready for the world title, just like Randy wasn't, even though it was two different situations. All superstars we idolized from the Ruthless era held the US IC title. They have finally started going back to building those belts. Yup. Never seen John Cena with a beard in WWE? Nope. Why did they use a game render for Doink? Same as last year. Randy or Edge has to be a classic. Yeah, and I think they would promote it. I think he would make it obvious. This is what Cena's 20th. Not sure how many Cena has headlined. He's headlined a bunch of them for sure. Doink deserves better. I think it's because they don't have the rights to use the real image or something like that. That's what happened last year. Theory needed that segment. Throwing him in the deep end will help in the long run. Yeah, exactly, KQ. Theory needed that because Cena's not going to be there every week, I don't think. Am I doing online when it comes out? Not immediately. I got to do showcase and all that stuff and get familiar with, you know, the characters and the game again, really. So I'm not going to jump into it like blindly. Is Trish Stratus coming back only for WrestleMania? Right now it's for WrestleMania. Yeah, I think it's only for WrestleMania. Oh yeah, Straight Edge was telling me about Roxanne after the show. What ended up happening with her? Does anyone know? How I was supposed to feel? I love Theory. Is the Theory hate a general consensus or is just your audience? No, I think it's general. I'm sure that wasn't their only meetup in the ring though, especially because WrestleMania coming up. Yeah, no. John Cena's definitely gonna get his fair share of screen time, and they'll meet in the ring again. They teased Carlito. Well, we thought it was Carlito, but Apparently it wasn't. Yeah, no, the theory hate across the internet. A lot of people talk shit, but to me, I see it like if Theory was in AEW or in any other promotion, people would be like, oh, this kid has potential. This kid, you know, is this. This kid is the future. He's gonna, you know, whatever. But since he's in WWE, since Vince McMahon branded him as Vince's boy, since he was, you know, doing the whole Chosen storyline, since he won Money in the Bank the way he won Money in the Bank, and the US title, and he's had the opportunities, and he's had the screen time, and he has the obvious looks, and, you know, he's the typical, you know, WWE guy. They ultimately feel that. Yeah, 100% one of the best young workers. If he was in AEW, the perception of Theory would be a lot different, because that's just it's a Jedi mind trick. Yeah, nah, I wouldn't even compare his skills to John Cena. John Cena's in a different genre of wrestling. Theory is different for sure. Theory's light years ahead of Garcia, Yuta, etc. Yeah, like look at how people hype up Garcia, Yuta, Hook, just to name a few guys that are really, really over in the AEW, you know, universe. And I think those guys are good. That's the thing, that I don't discredit them, and I don't think that it's just because they're in AEW. I'm mostly using it as an example for John. I mean, not for John Cena, but for Theory, and Theory being in WWE. John Cena's in a different genre. Theory was also wrestling before WWE. He was in Evolve. Exactly. I don't like any of the over young guys in AEW. Well, you don't, I know, but you also don't like a lot of AEW too. You always bash AEW. But I'm talking about the people that really love AEW and the people that really, really embrace the young talent they have there. The whole rivalry was to build that up. KO and Sammy are going to join forces. Oh, no doubt. When I get the game, is unlocking everything. Well, are you getting the one with the season pass? Rock and roll? What up, Chris? What are you doing? John Cena really fight in jean shorts. I know he'd be uncomfortable. Oh, hell yeah. Would you like a 2K19 remaster? No, waste of money. Waste of time. Gotta see it to believe it. I haven't seen that, Matthew. What did Matthew say? Oh yeah, no, it's not gonna. They're not gonna remaster an old game like that. Sad that we're not getting Uncle Howdy or the Fiend. Well, there is no Fiend in WWE programming right now, and yeah, it does suck we're not getting Uncle Howdy, but they're also protecting his image. At the end of the day, Uncle Howdy's just a mask. People are gonna make Uncle Howdy so easy. He's probably gonna be the easiest one to download. Godfather in 2K23. Let me look up the roster. Hold on. I don't know the list off the top of my head. No, he's not. He's not in the game. No, no. Bo Dallas needs to show his face so he can be in the game. So I was wondering why Bruno Sammartino wasn't in the roster. It makes me believe he was even my right. No, Bruno Sammartino is on the roster. Did I pre-order the game? Not yet. I'm going to. Yeah, but the Here Comes the Pain remaster is just, it's not really a remaster. People just use that to get clicks. It's just the recreated trailer with the graphics from now. DLC goes both ways. It's a W and an L. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You're right. I saw it. 2K was revisiting Jordan for the B-Boss showcase and Cena or WWE. You think this was lazy or coincidence? Wait, what? What do you mean? How is it lazy? They're just, you know, easy cash grab. You know, notable figures that people love unanimously. Did you hear about the individual AI sliders coming? Yep, I saw. It's gonna make the game more interesting, right? It's gonna make it harder for us. Sad J ain't choose Sammy. He said in interviews, his dream was to feud with Jimmy at WrestleMania like he feuded with Roman. This was the moment. Yeah, this was definitely the moment. And I thought it was gonna happen. Holler if you hear me. Yeah, I thought it was gonna happen as well. I thought that if he was gonna leave the bloodline, it was to have that match at some point in the near future. You didn't get the notification? Wow, we've been here for almost an hour already. Yeah, definitely straight edge. Definitely. Pat McAfee's not in the game, nope. Nor is he DLC. They did the little back and forth tease, right? They did the back and forth like if he was gonna, you know, betray, and then they're like, it's like, no, yeah, no, yeah, ah. Have you seen the backstage? Yeah, I saw that they drop him on the lamp. The calls this year are gonna be amazing. They really are, bro. They really are gonna be amazing. They got Bad Bunny. They sure do. Guys, we're 1 like away from 40. Oh my goodness. We all got to match out Reggie, springboard, stamina, etc. Bro, Reggie, if you max that guy out, he's going to be moving around like Speedy Gonzalez and shit. Like, Reggie's already light on the feet. Super fast. Thought we were going to get the Diaz since they were previously known as grizzled young veterans. I don't know, man. At the end of the day, it was so dumb for them to tease something and put our mind in a position where we thought something was going to be in the game and it wasn't. How much was my PC build? Over $2,000, bro. But the price of the PC doesn't matter. It's depending what you're going to use it for, what you want it for, what you're going to get out of it. So you could get a $10,000 PC and play Minecraft on it. You threw away your money. People just want what they can't have. Yeah, I know. 100%. 100%. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Be right back. I'm going to be in the chat box. Give me a second.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python. Grab what I like real fast, so until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
Yes, sir. Alright. Alright. We're back. Sorry, guys. I was just making sure. Because I was thinking about ending the stream at the 1 hour marker. And we're getting to the 1 hour mark, and I'm like, oh shit. Had to take care of some stuff, and we're good. Because I can't stream too much longer, but I just wanted to make sure that some of the stuff I had to do were done before, so I'm gonna be able to stay a little bit longer now. Lita's new model is beautiful. Yeah, bro, I was so happy to see that they went back and fixed Lita, because the first Lita that we saw at that reveal, I remember I had not sick, just kind of under the weather with my stomach, but nothing crazy. I just had to take my medicine now, and like I said, I was feeding the cats and messing with them. Am I gonna watch Mando tonight? Well, tonight, like right now at 3 in the morning? No. I was confused. I was like, wait, is it Wednesday? But it's Tuesday. What up, Arius? But yeah, so I remember watching the Twitch stream, bro, and I just saw that I saw the stream, and they're like, oh, we have a surprise for you, and I see Lita, and I just remember looking at Lita, and I was just confused, like, how did they just reveal this Lita as like a surprise when she looks this bad? I was so confused. I reckon we're getting Carlito as an unlockable in the showcase. I mean, other previous years we've gotten unlockables that have been announced to be in the game, like Dominic Mysterio and such. So I don't think so. So yeah, they reveal the Lita. It was just really bad, man. It was just really bad. And they ended up fixing it. People in the stream don't know what's going on. You live in Vegas now? Oh yeah, that's right. You did. You have mentioned that you live in Vegas. Yeah, you have mentioned that. Well, does everybody want to post where they're at? Since I see a couple people, you said I'm in LA, I'm in Vegas. Now you're saying go Bills. Everyone wants to post where they're at. You guys want to do a little roundup to see where everyone in the Lexxoverse is at? Got New Jersey. 2K devs got lazy and stole a Lita car from 2K7. They did steal a 2K17 minimum, maybe even 2K15. Bro, they actually had the nerve to reveal it as like a surprise. You work at a nightclub? That's right, you did tell me. Colorado, Haiti, Pittsburgh. You know, are you going to SmackDown? SmackDown's going to be in Pittsburgh this Friday. I live in Buffalo, but I'm a Rams fan. Oh, wow. Be more. Chicago. Is Auk and Z? What's that? New Zealand. Okay. Canada. You're a bouncer. Ooh. Quebec. Saudi Arabia. Are you excited that Saudi Arabia got King and Queen of the Ring? Why wasn't Trick in the base game? California, Alabama. The island of relevancy. Oh, God, Jalen. Oh, man. L reaction? What do you mean L reaction? How is that an L reaction, bro? We might get Lita and Trish updated as a bonus. Man, you guys hype yourself up with these random things. Kissing Me, Florida. Denver, Colorado. So I'm gonna do another poll. Let's see everyone in Quebec, Canada. Okay. Let's do another poll. When Are you playing WWE 2k23? So it'll be March 14th, March 17th, or when it goes on sale. Hold on, guys. I'm doing a poll. Hold on. I'm putting it up. You guys got to vote. Vote. I want to see everyone that's in the chat what you guys got going on. When are you playing WWE 2k23? March 14th, March 17th when it goes on sale. Let's see what y'all got. March 13th from New Zealand. Yeah, right, Brian. If you're getting it on PlayStation, you can't do it like that. Xbox is the only one that lets you do that shit. On PlayStation, if you do that, you gotta buy it in the New Zealand PlayStation storefront and then buy it again when you switch back to the US. Bro, look at this. Bro, you guys, sometimes I think that you guys... March 13th, I'm moving. No, bro, you're still playing it March 14th, even if it's a different time zone. Oh my God. Just look at the voting. That's why I put March 14th deluxe/icon. Jesus. Just vote in the freaking... in the chat box. We're gonna go camp in your backyard for sure. Gotta get it early. So, who voted? Who's part of that 6% that voted when it goes on sale? You get yours at 9 Central Time at GameStop? Oh my God. March 15th, my day out. Man, that's why I put deluxe and icon, whatever edition you get. Who put when it goes on sale? I streamed 2K19 earlier. Legends gameplay is one of the best WWE games ever. Gonna lay a smackdown on me day one. Poor soul. I haven't seen the new Lita model yet. Is it really that much better? Yep. They fixed the face, the lips, the forehead. What happened to Woke? Woke is sleeping, bro. What is sale? When it goes on sale, when it goes cheaper. Waiting for it to go on sale so it's so cheap. Can't wait for Ava Rain and future WWE games. You're truly not a wrestling fan if you're waiting for the game to go on sale. You think so, Jabroni? What if you don't have the bread to spend? What if you didn't have the cheddar? You get it March 17th. Joking, he did sale because he didn't like the last game. Yo, 8% said when it goes on sale. Who's getting it on sale? I want to see in the chat. Who's getting it on sale? They finally fixed Lita's thigh head. Thank God. Yeah, and her cheek, like this area here, it looks more better. I would have never thought to get this hype for the game. Really? Why? Broke boys should get off the stream. I know. What about the people that can't do it? 50% off game shirt. I know, but I'm still buying it 100% for my nephew, so I'm still double spending. Gotta make a Mountain Dew pitch black arena made. Hell no. Sometimes getting the base game on sale is good, but I can't wait. I want it on the 14th. Okay. Well, no offense, but your nose is long. Oh yeah, you know what else is long? Never mind. So y'all gonna look on YouTube, everyone playing while y'all waiting for the sale? Pretty much. There's a lot of people that I remember when we started talking about 2K23 now, like when we stopped doing the 2K22 stuff, and we started doing the 2K23 streams and videos, a lot of people were coming in saying that they did not care to get 2K23. Who's that, Logan? Getting 2K on sale, getting AEW Forbidden Door Edition day one. Day one. Who gets hung up on someone's nose length? I don't know, man. I don't know. That was pretty random, I gotta admit. I would usually get like, okay, getting the game, but it's like, it seems to actually be getting better since War Games debuts and also get to play it early. Lexx Simp Mode? How? Tomorrow they're doing My Rise Universe, I believe. Yeah, they are. I buy both console except this year. Seen it before, it's not long. What are you talking about, Jalen? Depends what you're talking about, what you've seen before. Am I going to the WC games? Nah, man. You know, some of the tickets are overpriced, and a lot of the games that are going to be hot are, you know, the more expensive ones. There's only like one game that's going to be dirt cheap, and it's Israel versus Nicaragua. Just one game for one time, and then there is another one, actually. I'm talking shit, but that one's going to be like in the middle of the week, like at 12 o'clock. And then the finals, the cheapest tickets, I think, are like maybe $100 or something like that. And they're kind of far, the seating arrangements. I would like to go, but overpriced. And I get it, bro. It's like the World Cup, you know? And USA is not even playing here. USA started they're starting the Classic somewhere else. And then if they make it to the next round, they'll play here. But are you going to go? I know you said you were looking for tickets, but that it was sold out. I told you to look for other apps. Let me see something. Yesterday it was Cuba versus the Netherlands. And then when does USA play? Hold on. Oh, on Saturday. I mean, I'm going to watch some of it for sure. UFC's coming to New Jersey in May for $288. I did see the announcement for that. Yep. UFC's coming to Miami too, and the nosebleeds are like $500 a pop. They're crazy. You got the deluxe? Nice. That's what I'm looking at, bro. 81% out of 37 voters, 81% said March 14th. Why couldn't they fix Wesley? Well, not really fix, but just change him up, right? Update him. AEW Icon Edition comes with the MJF drink. Imagine it comes with the John Moxley barbed wire razor blades and shit. Oh, I'm going. I have tickets for the first 3 games of my Dominican Republic. Which games are you attending to? Like, what are the matchups? You're going to get deluxe? Ooh. Rhea Ripley. Man, Rhea Ripley is definitely my favorite from the generation of women that are up right now. Her and Raquel Rodriguez from the latest rookie class. Venezuela, Nicaragua, and Israel. It's like during the week and shit, right? I saw that it starts on the weekend, and then it continues throughout the week. I'm gonna become a police officer like my grandparents when I'm 21. Nice, Bill. You're set. You're getting the icon to have prototype, Leviathan, and Orton with Lesnar as well. The only one I don't have tickets for is the one against PR. Did you see Roxanne collapse? Yeah, but was it part of the story? I keep asking. No one's answering. No one's answering. Is it part of the story? Or is it real life? Bro, there's somebody. I'm not going to call him out. But there's somebody from our stream, from our Lexoverse community. All right. And it's probably Tristan now that I see him saying that God Bailey got them buns. There's somebody on Twitter that I follow from the stream that fills my timeline with those playback speed likes. And it's usually like Bailey getting in the ring or like Liv Morgan. But lately it's been a lot of Bailey. And it's Bailey with those like leather tight, you know, pants. And she's just standing there moving around and you see the side of her ass. And I'm just like, bro, the fact that somebody liked this or even tweeted this is so disturbing, dude. That this is actual content on social media. That shit is crazy. Thirst trap for real. I'm like, I don't know who it is. Again, I'm not going to say any names. I'm not going to go back and look. I'm not going to go back and look on Twitter. But I've seen the one with Rhea Ripley that she's like climbing on the rope or the turnbuckle. And you see that the strap of her pants. And it's not like I'm going to rush and not look because I'm married. I just look and then I see who liked it and retweeted or whatever. And I'm just like, I nod my head and I'm like, man, that's crazy. It's being rumored that Roxanne fell at the end and was planned because they didn't throw up the X. Ah, okay. So as long as it's part of the story, then I'm not worried, but... And what happened with Shawn Michaels and Grayson Waller tonight? Because I haven't seen any of that on Twitter. Tristan, man. Tristan be going crazy. It got crazy with Shawn Michaels. Is it worth looking up or what? Gargano came back and is facing Waller. So what? Is that happening at what? Stand and Deliver? So for the WrestleMania NXT show. Okay. Damn, that's going to be a good match. That's great for Johnny Gargano, who's doing absolutely nothing on the main roster. I'm really happy about that matchup then. Lex, where do I start with NXT? I want to get into NXT. If you started watching now in Vengeance, that was last month, just keep watching. Just tune in on a weekly basis or every so often. For me, I only tune in for their big shows. Like, I'll watch Stand and Deliver. I'll tune into, you know, some of their segments through Twitter. I don't really watch it on a weekly basis, though. Aren't you Dominican or Puerto Rican? Nah, man. I was born and raised in Miami, Florida, and my family's from Cuba. I come from the Cuban lineage. So no Dominicano or Puerto Ricano. Remember how Gargano left NXT? It was Grayson Waller who took Gargano out. That's good that they went back to that story then. Very, very smart. Very smart for them to circle back to that. Who here watches Women of Wrestling? I noticed the other day they're playing on CW or one of those channels. I was shocked. Thought it was like an internet show like TNA. Not even TNA is an internet show. TNA actually has, they're on a channel. I forgot the name of the channel now, but it's one of those like smaller networks. Cuba's playing right now and losing to Netherlands. Cuba's playing at this time? I want her to fart now? Wow. Am I surprised that Noam Dar's in the game? I don't even watch Noam Dar. Where can I see the scores? Let me see. I guess I could just go to ESPN and it'll show the scores, right? For baseball. This is dumb. They don't even have it listed on their site. Oh, they are playing. They're in the 8th inning. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. You know what's funny? That I did see one of the highlights. Before going live, I was on Twitter, and I saw one of the highlights. I did not expect for this to be going on right now. Cuban like Mark Cuban. That is funny. I thought I was watching highlights from a game from yesterday. Cuban sandwich, yes sir. Bottom of the 8th. World Baseball Classic. Pool A. This is the first game. Like Scarface, yes. Like Tony Montana. Diva Assets for Life. Tristan, what's up with you, dog? Like the cigar. Like the cigar. Or like the drink. The Havana Club. I don't even know half of the people that are playing in the Classic, man. Where the hell do they have like the roster for the Classic? They have to have the roster somewhere. I'm going to track down Dunder Mifflin hat because I'm addicted to The Office and you made me want the hat. Nice, man. I forgot where I got this one. I don't know if it was like Five Below or somewhere. I know Five Below has had hats before. Not sure if this one's from there. I do have one that's from there that's black. I have like 2 or 3 of different hats. I just wear this one. Take the hat off. I don't like wearing it because I have a light on at the top and it shines on the top of my head. So it bothers me. Did you see the Imperium entrance? Yes, I saw it. Thought that was a company you work for? Nah, man. This is The Office, bro. The Office Paper Company. I do work for them. Bald. You act like I just revealed something special right now. We go to the same barber? Oh, yeah. Vinci's gonna have 2 attires? Yep. I'm bald, man. Get over it. Get over it. I used to be shaved head, but I haven't cut my hair for about 1.5 years. That's good. That's really good. I used to let my hair grow all the time too, but now it grows really, really slow and it looks very, very dirty. So I just get the low cut, man. Get the zero all around. Cuban John Jones. Oh, God. I don't even know what John Jones looks like. Did you see Ronda Rousey's dump truck? Ronda Rousey's... She's sleeping. I thought they were going to do... So we haven't even talked about that. I thought that the reason why Lita and Becky won the tag titles was to put it in a prominent position at WrestleMania and put the title on the line against Ronda and Shayna Baszler. Now, they're talking about having Damage Control versus these new tag champs, Becky and Lita, and then you're also adding Trish Stratus. Come on. Yeah, I look like Braun Breaker. Let's go. Some people have said Big Show. Some people say Braun Breaker. I mean, not Braun Breaker. Braun Strowman, sorry. I'll take Braun Strowman. I could lift a truck with all my might. UFC 5 was hinted towards yesterday. Nice. When are they going to reveal it? Heard one of them is injured. Ronda is maybe. That sucks, bro. I thought that match was happening, so now they're doing a 3v3, which again puts the freaking tag titles, it puts the tag division down. People say you look like Top Dollar. Top Dollar. Shaved my ball when I moved to Vegas because I didn't want to have George Jefferson working at. That's funny. You stop simping? Yeah, right. I have to wear a sheep mask. I read what you said. Why would I have to wear a sheep mask? Because I'm like Eric Rowan. You're from Puerto Rico? Nice, Angel. Braun Strowman. I like Braun Strowman. I'm so disappointed that he doesn't have, nothing for WrestleMania, bro. I would have wanted the Omos versus Braun Strowman match at WrestleMania. Would have been better. Remember you talked about Top Dollar being funny on Twitter? You weren't wrong. Checked him out today. Yeah, AJ Francis is his name, I think. Yeah, I follow him on Twitter. He is really, really good, bro. For what it's worth, he is really, really good. People say I look like Omos. I know, you're really tall like him, too. You're the Nigerian giant. Talking of Damage Control, from what I saw, it seems that they don't have a tag entrance. They probably don't. Top Dollar lost a lot of weight. Yeah, that's what's his name in the group? Top Dollar is the name of the group, but on Twitter it says AJ Francis. I don't know his real name. Like his WWE name, I don't know his name. But the guy is good. He comes out on his videos smoking a little cigar, talking his shit. I like his little promos that he be posting on Twitter, but it doesn't show up on the show for SmackDown. Top Dollar is his WWE name. I thought that was the name of the group. So, the name of the group is Hit Row. You're right. People say I look like Mark Henry. They not wrong. Jamar, what's going on, Mark? Hit Row is the group name. You're right. All right. Yeah, Top Dollar. I follow him on Twitter, and I came across his Twitter, like when he was hyping up a match against Sheamus for SmackDown or something. I found it, and he was cutting a promo, and I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, Top Dollar was in the NFL, I seen, and he lost so much weight. He's actually really good on the mic. Very crafty with his little rap, too. I gotta say, I'm more of a fan of the work that he's put on Twitter with the videos that they've put versus the stuff that they've showcased in WWE. I feel like they've done a bad job with them, honestly. Yeah, he's good at freestyling, yeah. Yo, Jamar, you already fell asleep, bro? Happy that we get Roxanne and face Cora. Hit Row are actually rappers, I believe. Well, that's the gimmick they're going for, but do you really think that's the real them? All right, so let me see what's going on in the votes. We got 48 votes. 79% said Deluxe and Icon. 10% said when it goes on sale. Who voted when it goes on sale? Grant, look at what you just asked me. It doesn't make any sense. Who put when it goes on sale? Stop. Jamar ain't getting it. Brian already got the other one pre-ordered. Stop capping. Wasili, you're getting it when it goes on sale? What a scrub. You said or unlimited games but no games. What does that mean? Have unlimited bacon but no games? What are you talking about? It doesn't make sense. Read it. What was the leak for Zeus? There was no leak. He's in the DLC. Took a trip to the hood so I can make it out. You rather save your money for the show 23? It's on Game Pass. I'm going to wait for the bargain bin. You're going to wait for it to drop to 20 buckaroos like 2K22? 2K22's base price is $20 now. BFAB, AJ, and Ashante are all rappers. Wow. Unlimited games, but no games. Look at what you just wrote. You literally wrote it again, and it still doesn't have unlimited bacon, but no games, or unlimited games, but no games. What do you mean no games, fool? If I have unlimited games, how will I have no games? You're a PlayStation 5 guy? Then get ripped off. Get ripped off and pay for MLB. Scrub. I'm getting MLB. On Game Pass. Everyone hating on Moss is homophobic. This dude is really horny, dog. Waiting for that Black Friday sale. Jesus. Wasili, you're just not a big wrestling fan. That's why you're not getting it. I feel you, bro. The Xbox is a L, PS5 for life. Have you played on the Xbox? Waiting for that Prime Day sale, huh? What up, Sam? So yeah, bro, before I forget, because I did want to talk about some of the stuff that we saw at AEW Revolution, and I wanted to talk about Monday Night Raw as well, since we didn't do the stream on Monday. Anybody saw AEW Revolution on Sunday? Dude, you keep writing the same thing. Yo, chat, look at what Grant said. Unlimited games, but no games. Good night, good night. All right. Peace out, Chris. Enjoy Fast and Furious. Red results. Played Xbox. And you felt like a sellout. All right. Did you guys see the Chris Jericho match versus Starks? Which I like Starks. Ricky Starks. You don't watch AEW, just not your thing? Damn, man. I wanted to talk about that match a little bit because I felt like... Oh, Purge, you saw it? You thought it was good? I thought it was solid, but... I felt like Chris Jericho slipped up a couple times, didn't he? Like, trying to carry Ricky and, like, doing some spots. Yeah, they had already fought on Dynamite, right? I did see that too. Yeah, Grant is sleepy. He doesn't understand. I enjoyed the whole pay-per-view, really, especially that Elite versus House of Black. No, that match was good too. Whatever. I just wanted to talk about Chris Jericho's age because he still looks good. He looks the part, and he does really good for the most part. But his age is catching up to him. I see him slipping up every so often, and he recovers right away. It's not like it's one of those botches where it ruins the show or ruins the program or anything like that. It's not that noticeable or like crazy. He's just not as sharp, and I think it just, not even just getting slower. Like he was having issues even like lifting and like doing some of the maneuvers. And it sucks because he does a lot of things right. And I don't really want too much of the bubbly, probably. Jericho is going to go until he can't. I was like, damn. Chris Jericho, like, it's one of those things it kind of got me off guard because when he first got to AEW, when he first left WWE, he did the matches with Omega. He was champion in AEW. He had some really good matches that I really enjoyed. I thought that what he was doing with the Jericho Appreciation Society and all that shit was really cool and enjoyable. And he manages to have matches that matter with the stories that go well with it. But I just feel like the last few times that I've seen him wrestle, he's messed up a little bit. Jericho need to move on that Paul White and Sting contract. He really does, man. I like Jericho on the mic, so I think they need to bring him into the commentary table fold, and they need to put him in a spot where he's just going to be a special attraction. He can't wrestle that often anymore, man. I've seen him more and more, like even when they have those bloody matches, he slips up and he gets posted all over social media. He gets caught trying to blade himself. He literally broke, I think, his own nose. He broke his own nose, I think, with the bat once, too. With the barbed wire bat, like he went to hit and it bounced off and it hit or I think it was the chair. I remember seeing that it like bounced off and he hit himself and he broke his own nose and he posted a picture on it, like on social media, like if somebody attacked him. But it was his own doing. He did it by mistake. So I'm like, he's made like these mistakes where it's like, he's broken his own nose. He's kind of botched a couple moves here and there. You see him slipping up or slowing down, and I'm just like, damn, dog, I don't want to see him like that because he's so great. Looking like Joe Biden in wrestling years. He is, though, man. And it sucks. I don't want to, because look, at the end of the day, the match with Ricky Starks at Revolution, it wasn't bad. It really wasn't bad. I thought it was a good match and it was enjoyable. And I like the character that he brings to the table. I just think that he needs to change the pacing and style. I think he's trying to do something that he just can't do anymore without realizing it, and then he messes up. Not a whole lot. I can't say that he's constantly messing up because he's not. He really didn't botch a whole lot. I am nitpicking because I like Chris Jericho and I don't want to see him go down like that. But yeah, he's definitely getting there right before our eyes. So I thought that match was solid, but the trios match, Kenny Omega with the Young Bucks versus House of Black, that match was nice. Outside, they had a bunch of high spots. They all did their signatures. Like in and out of the ring. I really like the combination with the trios, the way that they were doing the trios finishers and shit. He need to start wearing his glasses to put people on his list. He really does, man. I hate saying it too because I like him a lot. Unlimited bacon but no games, or unlimited games but no games. It makes sense. Board games and video games. You understand the question now? Oh, Grant. I didn't like that House of Black one because I really like the Elite, but I'm happy for them. If cross-gen works, you'd be down to play. It's not going to work, unfortunately, man. I don't think so. Does he still do those springboard backflips? Yeah, he does them occasionally, and he does them pretty solid. I don't want him risking those if he messes that move up. Nah, he hasn't. See, he hasn't missed. That's the thing, that he hasn't really flopped on those moves. It's more like when he's tried carrying and like flipping and like doing some counter reversals and stuff like that. It's not necessarily the springboard stuff. All right, so the trios match, really enjoyable, really enjoyable. Thought it was really enjoyable. I really like seeing Aleister Black back in it, in the mix. He's dropping Brave, bro. What was I gonna say? So I skipped some of the other. Yeah, I skipped the women match. All right, I'm sorry. I'll just be honest with you. I didn't care. Sorry, sue me, whatever. I don't care. I skipped the women match. How about that Wardlow and Samoa Joe match? What happened to Wardlow, bro? Good night, Logan. I'll see you tomorrow, bud. Have a good one. What happened to Wardlow? Can somebody explain what happened to Wardlow? I saw an interview, too, before the pay-per-view. He was talking about how he didn't appreciate the momentum he had and he didn't understand it, and he wants to capture that fire again. Samoa Joe cut his hair, and Samoa Joe lost the belt to his own finisher? Now Wardlow's going to fight Hobbs at Dynamite. I don't know what happened to Wardlow, man. I really liked Wardlow too. Wardlow's one of the guys that I really I really thought he was dope and I enjoyed. I envisioned him as like obviously comparing him to like Batista and things like that because of his power. Wardlow tweeted saying someone broke into his rental car and stole his gear and TNT Championship. No shit. I don't know what happened to him. Look, he's impressive, man. He does all these crazy, like he did the swanton. He did like a moonsault off the turnbuckle. Like this guy, he's not your average big man. Man, I don't know what to think. What do you think of episode 1, season 3? For Mandalorian? I thought it was straight. I thought it was good. Didn't think it was like mind-blowing or like, you know, spectacular, but I thought it was a good start. It was a typical Mandalorian, you know, little slow burner cheese build-up. Not gonna lie, AEW just not really that good anymore. They have storylines take place on the weekly shows, so then they have pay-per-view, no pay-per-view card, and just make a bunch of random matches for pay-per-views. That's not true, Grant. The reason why I wanted to watch the AEW Revolution show was because they actually had some good stories going into it. Like, I was really excited about the Buried Alive match with Christian Cage and Jungle Boy Jack Perry. That match was good. I enjoyed that one. Wardlow got pushed down the card. He was supposed to fight CM Punk, but Tony Khan put him down the card and put Moxley in his place on the rankings. I guess that's what happened. Thought it sucked. Worst episode of Mando yet? I thought it was on par with some of the other shit they've done. I just thought it was poorly placed in terms of like, this is the season opener, and they kind of like relied on what they've done in the past. It was just a lot of the go here, go there, but go over there and fight here. It's just the same typical Mandalorian stuff. Do you think the Cena match at Mania is his last? Nah, it's not his last. He would have said it. Christian versus Jungle Boy been going on for way too long. You do know it's because Christian was injured, right? I thought you said that you were mad that they don't do any storylines at the pay-per-view, but now you're saying Christian versus Jungle Boy been going for too long. That's why they did the Buried Alive match, because it was supposed to bury the feud. It was supposed to be the finale to their feud. Christian was injured and it was out of action. That was actually Christian's debut in 2023. He's been gone for a minute. Yeah, exactly. He don't be watching no AEW. He don't know what he's talking about. I think the whole CM Punk thing could be a work. I agree. The CM Punk thing could be a work. In terms of him not really coming back, I think he is coming back. So yeah, I thought the Christian match was cool. And then I'm trying to remember what other match. Yeah, the Wardlow and Samoa Joe match was kind of whatever to me. Wish it was better. The Moxley versus Page match. What was it? The Texas death match shit. It was just a lot of barbed wire, you know. I don't like that kind of wrestling. Like, I'm not into that pro wrestling, ECW, GCW, MLW, whatever all those companies are called. The ones that do all that hardcore bleeding bullshit. It doesn't feel like special, you know. I like for the bleeding to happen after the match has been going on for a while, and they've done like some crazy spots where it's been earned. I feel like especially that Texas death match, it didn't feel earned. The fork spot was a little too much, way too much, not a little, bro. So, guys, for those of you that didn't watch the AEW Revolution pay-per-view, Jon Moxley, better known as Dean Ambrose, if you guys don't remember Dean Ambrose from WWE, The Shield, etc., he actually had in his boot a fork, or I think they said like a sharp, yeah, it was a fork. It was a fork. He was using it like a rake, and he was putting it all over Page's forehead and all over his back and like pulling him and I'm just like, I don't know about this. Like, it's a good story. I do like the story that Moxley and Page had going into the pay-per-view. They've been feuding for months. Both of them had injuries. Both of them got, screwed up. So, guy emailed his wife to, what? Makes me miss Ambrose. I enjoyed that so much better than Moxley. I know he's happier, though. Yeah, he's definitely happier. Yeah, I thought the match was good, but I don't care about the excessive stuff that they went for. For me personally, I enjoyed the bleeding that MJF and Bryan Danielson had in the Iron Man match. I thought that Iron Man match was spectacular, had really good wrestling, really good storytelling, and some really hard-fought, well-earned bleeding. Moxley emailed Renee wanted to... Oh, that's funny. I didn't know that. Yeah, it reminded me of the pizza cutter spot that I remember seeing that too when they got in trouble. Well, I think it was Domino's as a sponsor. I just don't care for the extra blood still. Lex, please get your viewers. What happened, Bell? Why does it feel like they trying to replicate Cody versus Dustin? Maybe, but either way, bro, that match was awesome. So the AEW Revolution pay-per-view was good. It was a lot of fun. I had a good time watching it, and I was very, very into that Iron Man match, the Trios match, the Jericho match. And, even better than the Jericho match was the Christian Cage match. If AW was really about that life, they'd stop the bleeding and bring back head share shots. Pretty much, right? I just think that, dude, might as well bring that back if they're going to do all this bleeding nonsense. I just think that it's overbearing. Blood is cool, but in my opinion, unneeded if the storyline is good enough. I think blood is good, like I said, like that MJF and Bryan Danielson match very much deserved it and was well earned. It was phenomenal. The blood placement in that match was perfect, bro. Perfect. And it reminded me of the blood placement from back in the day, from like Attitude Era WWE stuff. Yeah, the blading is definitely poor production and not knowing when the spots are. But yeah, I think that it kind of ruins the magic that comes with that well-earned story, that particular story getting to that bloody part. I don't know. So yeah, that was Revolution. And then now Monday Night Raw. Oh man, I love the way they showed the Cody Rhodes promo from Friday Night SmackDown. Really enjoyed how they did that promo, man. How they showed Stardust, they showed Legacy, they showed Cody again. How, remember on SmackDown he mentioned how he did the indie show with 10,000 people, that they weren't going to sell it out. And I love that Cody mentioned that, and he's playing into his roots. I love Roman Reigns' reply on that. I love how they're hyping that match up. Yeah, Roman with the Dusty stuff too on SmackDown. Oh my goodness. That was freaking amazing. Wish WWE stopped showing D-Jack's finger injury. I hated watching. I saw that match. The impersonation. Yeah, Stunner. That shit was wild. When he did the impersonation, I was like, wow. But yeah, for Raw, what else happened on Raw? I know that they did the Chelsea, and I'm just getting out the stuff I don't care about. All right, Bell. Good night, my boy. Chelsea and what's her name? Carmella, they're forming a tag team, and she had that match with D-Jack and Tony D. I didn't see that. When was that? Yesterday or Tuesday? After the CM Punk situation, Tony had family issues. Not like why. The Cena roasted theory. Yeah, man. John Cena really, really freaking lit up Austin Theory. Said nobody cares about you. That's why they pipe in the crowd, because nobody cares about you. I'm not turning down the fight. I just don't care about you, man. I've seen what you've said. I just don't care. Nobody cares, man. You're just a guy coming out here dressed in sunglasses inside and this and that. Like, he just went off. That shit was wild. Austin Theory was like, Theory replied good enough, but they definitely made Cena go over on that on purpose. Now Theory has something to talk about next week. So then, what else happened on Raw? Oh, the Johnny Gargano. I really enjoyed that. The Johnny Gargano match, right? Johnny Gargano versus Finn Balor. That was cool. That was really, really cool. I like that. I love the Bloodline stuff, obviously. Let me see here. Hold on. I got you. Oh, the Logan Paul and Seth Rollins segment was really cool too. Nah, it didn't hurt Theory stock. It didn't hurt Theory stock in my opinion either. I just felt like he cooked him enough for Theory to have something to go off of now in the coming weeks. I don't think that he buried him to the point that it's not salvageable. I think that it made the feud even better. All right. So the Sami Zayn versus Jimmy match, that was cool. Sami ended up taking that, and then Jay showed up. That was at the end. Jay shows up, man. You know, the crowd is loving it. I'm into it. The crowd was on fire all night, by the way. And then they had Jay do the tease with his brother, where he's kind of like holding his shirt like he's about to abandon ship. Goes to see Sami. He does the We the Ones. He does the hug. He gets a little back and starts changing his face. Boom. Gonna be KO on Sami versus the Usos, 100%. He said, "This is family shit. Thought I was turning back on family. Is that I was going to turn my back on family? I love it, man. I love it. I love it. Can't get enough of all that stuff. Love that shit. Oh, John Cena saying, oh, Theory ain't ready for his match at WrestleMania, but I know someone who is. And he goes ahead and introduces the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Love that they acknowledged each other. They went out, hugged, looked into the crowd. That was a cool moment just, as a fan. Got to get to bed. All right, Stacy, see you tomorrow. Yeah, that was a really dope moment. And then obviously Cody coming out at the end to stare down the bloodline. That was awesome. But yeah, the Seth Rollins segment. So the Miz was trying to get in. The crowd was, oh my goodness, doing the Seth Rollins serenade. They were going all out. They weren't allowing them to talk. And Logan Paul commanding the mic. Hey, what is it that he said? He goes, we have a timer on the segment or some shit like that. And the crowd booed the shit out of Logan. I'm like, oh, let's go. Logan is finally going to embrace being a heel. And we're finally going to get to see babyface Seth Rollins against a good heel that people naturally hate. And people want to see Seth Rollins win so bad. So that's going to be such a good feud, man. And the fact that the Miz is in between just to be there, just because he's like a little, celebrity. The Rock sold out. Yeah, I know. The Rock sold out heavily for sure. Yeah, I can't wait for The Rock to take over the bloodline. Yeah, like next year, right? What up, Dan? Yo, Sins. And I know you went to SmackDown. We haven't talked about SmackDown. I know you went to SmackDown. You were next to Sammy. That was another good show too, bro. You're late to the party? Yeah, man, we're about to end it, unfortunately. We're about to end it, but we're here. You're out. All right, Byron. Good night, bro. Kofi Kingston got injured on SmackDown. Damn, I didn't know. Is this a W or L take? Finn needs to beat Edge at WrestleMania. Let me explain why. Edge has already gotten so many wins over Judgment Day, so it would make no sense for Edge to beat them. The whole story doesn't make sense anymore. Even if Finn beats him, it doesn't make sense anymore because Judgment Day has beaten Edge already. Yeah, and then Logan Paul punched Seth, and Seth sold it like $1 million. Rock doesn't have the driver hunger. Rock just doesn't give a shit, man. I thought they were teasing it. It was the perfect teaser with Young Rock. The perfect teaser with... Man, he just sold out. The hell happened to The Rock? He better show up at WrestleMania at the end as a special guest or something. Help Cody Rhodes win. I don't know. Whatever. Don't even get me started on The Rock. Oh, the Bobby Lashley stuff too. That Bobby Lashley has potential, man. The promo has potential. You know whose birthday on Thursday? You better get that pre-order for WWE, Marco. All about drive, all about power. We stay hungry, we devour. The dude is worried about the XFL, man. That's all he tweets about nowadays. He should have came back to WWE and promoted the XFL at the WWE event. Hey guys, I'm The Rock. I'm tweeting out XFL stuff because I'm part of the XFL now. What time am I streaming tomorrow? Probably tomorrow night. I'm not sure, depending on the news that we get. How we feeling with the news we get. Edge versus Balor, Hell in a Cell. I would love for it to be something special. Even Rikishi want to come back? They better bring back Rikishi for WrestleMania stuff. The only drive he has is when he's in his car. Have you ever been to the bathroom? I heard it's a dangerous place, but I need to pee. Is it safe to go? I don't know, man. Let me know how it is when you go. I need to catch up on your new vids. Missed out on a lot of the 2K news today. If you missed out on the news and the stream from earlier, yeah, you see my reaction there, and I kind of go over the news. So I uploaded like 6 videos today in case anybody missed a stream. But yeah, one thing that I love is that we're on the road to WrestleMania. You know, SmackDown was pretty freaking good. Raw was pretty freaking good. We have this SmackDown seems like it's going to be good again. Now we got to see what AEW does after the Revolution storylines, the Fallout. Tomorrow's Dynamite, so got to see what ends up happening there. We got Johnny Gargano versus Grayson Waller at Stand and Deliver. We all said our opinions about DLC. You haven't said how do you feel. Well, I thought that I said that I thought about the DLC being like in the gray area. It's not fire or trash. I think it's just they're treating it like a roster update, and it bothers me because I don't think that we should be paying for that. Yeah, Raw was good. I think the DLC is underwhelming. I felt like last year's was underwhelming, but I also said this in the stream earlier today too when I talked about it and I was reacting to it. I feel like the DLC is always underwhelming, even when they had cool characters, because to me DLC should be more than just character updates. It needs to have more showcase. It needs to have more arenas, more moves, not just for the superstars included, but they need to have the ultimate. But as a fan consumer, how are you feeling? Trash or W? Nah, I'm not. Because the thing is that I am happy about most of the people that are in the DLC. You know, I can't say that I can't call it an L, bro. I'm a Wade Barrett fan. I'm happy Bray Wyatt is in it. You know, I'm happy they got Rick and Scott Steiner. They got the OC. I like those guys. So they got at least one or two people in each pack that I like. So I can't call it an L. Now, I don't think it's worth $40 if that helps you kind of get a feel for how I'm feeling. I don't think the season pass is worth $40. I think it's one of those things that I would rather buy on sale. I wouldn't want to spend $40 on the season pass or $10 per pack. I think it's overpriced and over marketed, and it was just it undersold. As long as they keep making these DLC bonuses without showcase, without arenas, without added attires and new shit, and they're just giving us roster updates, that's baloney, man. They need to update that shit regardless. Half of the DLC should have already been in the game. Come on, Wade Barrett. How long has Wade Barrett been commentating for WWE already? How the hell is Trick Williams, who's with Carmelo Hayes, making it as a DLC character, but Carmelo Hayes is in the base game? Grant, you're a little sleepy, bro. I think that if they would have added more legends to the DLC, legends with... It's a big time L. No, I know, but you felt like the one from last year was a big time L too. It's... When you look at it, it's a lot like the one from last year. Melo been wrestling more? Yeah, but he's with Melo, though. There's no excuses, bro. He's been with him. What up, Steven? You mean United States? What do you think about Cena versus Stevie for the U.S. Title? I think it's going to be a good match. Really good match. Trick started after. Man, it doesn't matter. They're still together. They should have put them together. How long has Trick been with Carmelo already? If the answer is a year or more, then he should have been in it. What's the answer? Gotta force myself to use any of those people. At least last year, I was curious enough to play with Yoko, Ronda. So guess what? Just buy the standard edition. Why are you buying the deluxe version then? Because the standard edition would end up being $70. Because you got to get it for the PS5 version. It'll be $70. So you're paying $30 extra. No, you're getting the icon. Oh, no, you said you were getting deluxe. You said you were getting deluxe. Valhalla? Yeah, I don't know. And then BFAB or whatever his name is just a manager. You got it for the moves? Last year DLC is better than this one in my opinion because of the surprise legends we got. I mean, we did get better legends last year. We did get better legends. I think that them adding Scott Steiner but not Big Papa Pump, that's such a massive L for me. Like, I really wanted Big Papa Pump. Do I like shoes? No, I like walking barefoot. Long sleeve or a t-shirt? I don't like wearing shirts. That crowd pop was top notch for sure. Xbox controller just randomly quit working? No shit. The My Rise Mega Boost pack with 200 additional attribute points. Yeah. So that you could buy that on sale later on for like $5 if you really wanted that. You're gonna spend $30 to have a mega boost. Think we could get Big Papa Pump in faction? Good question. That would be cool. They still have all of Candace's, Tegan's, and Saray's whole ring attire in 2K22. Interesting. So they're keeping all the stuff they scanned from previous years. Yeah, Grant gotta go to bed, man. It's past his bedtime. It's about to be past mine, too. All right, guys. I love y'all. I love y'all. But we're out of here, man. That's it. It's time to sail into the sunset. I wasn't even planning on doing the 2 hours, but I went over the 2 hours. I made up for the time that I went away, and we had a blast. Nah, that's not random. That's not random. Good night. We'll be back tomorrow with more WWE 2K23 news. We're going to keep the conversation going. I'm going to keep reacting and uploading the videos in case you missed them. And, yeah, tomorrow's stream is not going to be late, though. It'll probably be at some point in the afternoon or close to the night. Thank you, Sam. Thank you. Thank you, Sammy. Sam the man. Sammy. Good night, Dan. Marco. Stunter. And, Brian, wake up. Go to sleep, guy. Grant being a little weird, though, for real, for real. Good night, y'all.
How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah bitch I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said.
How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? to feel. All it's supposed to feel.